Hi, this is Emily.
And I'm Connie. The subject of our study is the archives of Shady Hill School. Shady Hill is an independent coeducational day school that was founded in 1915 on the back porch of the Hocking family home in Cambridge, Massachusetts. The school has evolved from a neighborhood parent cooperative serving families within the Harvard community to an independent school that enrolls 500 students in grades pre-K through 8. It is nationally recognized for its innovative curriculum and considered a leader in progressive education. Despite its rich history and the fact that the use of primary sources is central to its pedagogy, not much value has been placed on the school's archives. While the collection is regularly accessed for communications and development purposes, the state of the archives has been overlooked in recent years, and the collection is currently housed in multiple spaces, and it is not particularly well organized. Working with the current communications director, we will carry out a study to examine the organization of the collection and identify potential areas of improvements. During the study, we will gather information about the collection's physical arrangement and accessibility, assess its user and usage patterns, and investigate potential services and new users. The study will help the school better understand the current state and role of the archives and identify changes that will help increase its usage and value to the community.
We will approach our study by addressing these two questions. First, will reorganizing the archive lead to increased usage of the collection? And second, will reorganizing the archives raise awareness of its resources, potential services, and value to the broader school community? A review of the literature in this area found that no significant studies on school archives exist. Much of this literature is in the form of case studies and how-to guides, and much of the knowledge developed and disseminated about school archives is done outside of the formal archival literature. So we gathered as much relative information as possible on school archives, collection use, awareness, and perceived value.
Our research model has 4 variables. We hypothesize that reorganization of the archives will lead to an increase in perceived value and awareness of the archives, which will in turn lead to an increase in its collection use. We will target 2 populations for our study. The first survey will focus on a stratified random sampling of the Shady Hill School community members who use or might use the school archives. This population will include current administration, faculty, and alumni. We will divide the Shady Hill community into 3 strata and determine a sampling that is representative of the user community at large. The second survey will be administered to archivists at peer schools or administrators responsible for the archives. The peer school archivist population will be identified through the NAIS, the National Association of Independent Schools. Given that little research has been conducted on school archives, we will execute a census of all the NAIS schools. This will ensure that we identify those schools with archival programs and that we target the archivist population at such peer schools with our survey.
Our data collection and analysis process will follow the 6 steps outlined in this chart. Instrument development, pre-testing, sorting procedures, and a pilot study will ensure that the surveys are well designed. The main study will collect demographic information and also include both open and closed-ended questions. These questions will elicit a range and depth of both qualitative and quantitative data that will require different types of analysis. We will use SurveyMonkey to develop our online questionnaires, Excel to manage our data, and SPSS to analyze and calculate the results. We hope that this study will provide meaningful information that inspires improvement to the Shady Hill archives. The school is approaching its 100th anniversary in 2015, and a well-organized archives with improved access will certainly contribute to projects and events for the celebrations. Most importantly, we hope to offer a good foundation for better record keeping at the school. We hope to bring greater awareness to the administration of the use and value of an archives so that it receives the proper support and attention within the community.